means to be awake. It's simply to be awake to our eternal nature, our eternal being. To understand that we are not our conditioning, and not just to understand this intellectually or mentally, but to really be one with this understanding inside your heart. What can be said about awakening is that you are not who you have been thinking you are, or who you have been conditioned to believe you are, which is like a certain person, male or female, who has a certain education, has certain parents, believes certain things, or have a certain religion, have dreams, have memories, and who have a strong sense of their identity based in memory. All these things give us a sort of sense of who we are, our particular place in the world. There's something deeper than personality or behind the mind itself, which is not our thinking being. The mind is like our thinking aspect or thinking being. But because we are aware of our thoughts, there must be something deeper than the thinking mind. One who is awake is totally at one with this awareness, which is independent of the thinking mind. It's a state of pure being. It is not a state of doing, but a state of complete awareness. Now, awareness cannot really be described, but all descriptions and differences and perception appears in awareness. So awareness, it's not an object, it's not a thing, it cannot be studied, because everything else happens in awareness and passes through awareness. So in effect, it would be like asking a cloud to interpret the sky, or even many clouds coming together to give an understanding or to convey the reality of the infinite sky. It's not possible, because the sky is permanent, the clouds are not. They're coming and going. So if we have a thought about ourselves, about ideas, about who we are, they are like clouds. They're not permanent. They're constantly changing. And there is a truth inside ourselves which is not changing. It does not need to change. It's beyond what is changeful or what is not changeful. It's a space of perfect balance, and I don't want to use many words about it because there's no words in it. It's the perfect being, and all human beings, all living beings, they appear from this place, this source. So awakening means to be completely aware and awake to this truth. Not as a thought, not as philosophy, not as belief, but as direct experience. So this is what is called awakening. The opportunity and the challenge for a human being is to go beyond the conditioned identity that I am the body, and to realize that I am the being. When we make that step to realize that I am the being, I am the spirit, and I'm not the form, then tremendous joy and peace come again to ourselves, and there's a natural joy inside and an openness to share this understanding with other beings. I understand your question, like, if we're divine, then why do we have to come and suffer and forget so completely? It seems like some human beings seem to forget so completely. They don't have any interest at all. Myself also, at one time, I was never interested in awakening, not interested in things like this. I had no interest. but not about this. So where did this interest come from? That's all. So in the same way that it arose inside my own heart and somehow came to the place where it is now, that there's a peace within me, in my heart, a peace in my mind, that is not a peace about something. It has no reason even. It's just a peace and a joy and a silence and space. How it came for someone as ordinary as me, then I see, well, it must be possible for everybody, because I don't feel I am more special than anybody, you see. Someone can seem completely uninterested, even dark in their mind, and their life can change. They can come into a full understanding, a complete awakening within themselves, you see. This is the miracle, in fact. It's an organic transformation or U-turn. I can't say what causes it, but it's not that some people are lucky and some people not lucky. The ones who feel the time has come for them to begin to discover, they start to feel differently. They feel attracted, they start to look at spiritual books. They don't want romantic books anymore. They want to find out about Buddha. You know, if you want to give them a book about travel, they don't want this. They really want to find out, what did Buddha say about this thing? What makes you think like this? We don't know. Just this attraction blossoms inside your heart and you start to think differently. In the dream of life, there has to be these opposites, like forgetting and remembering. If you never felt hatred or sadness, you wouldn't know what love or happiness is. You know, we learn through the opposites in a way, you know?
Yeah.
And so if we were, as you say, all awake and divine, we would know what awakening is. You wouldn't know what divinity is. You wouldn't know anything at all. And in fact, in the original state, we don't know anything at all, because there's nothing else to know. You understand this thing?
Yes.
When you are complete in your natural harmony, you don't know anything at all. What is there to know? What is the reason to know anything? You are in complete joy. You see? When you're happy, you don't want to know anything. You're just happy. You see? When you're sad, you want to know a lot of things. When we are in a state of suffering and pain or something like this, then these questions come, you know, why should we suffer like this? You see? When we are having fun, we don't have this question. We are quite happy to keep on having fun in a way. But when you suffer, you feel pain or loss or deep emotional hurt, then these questions come, you know. Either, you know, what is this life about? Why are we here? This taste for experience is part of the, you may call the divine play, because we love experiencing. We love the contrast. We love also the uncertainty of experience. We love the lows and the highs of experience. We love all of this. It's part of the game and the play, the taste of experiencing. All throughout the history of human beings, different places, different countries, different civilizations have come to the end of their worlds. So there were great kingdoms in the past, and now they're underneath the earth. Some people are finding them, they're in museums now, you see? So that was the end of their civilizations, come like this. But sometimes we look and we say, my God, it's like, it's not just the West, it's like the East also is having trouble, the North is having their trouble, West is having their trouble. It looks like it's a global thing, you know, and we look now at things like climate change, which is going to affect everybody. You cannot say, well, you know, the ice is melting in the Antarctic. but it's okay, we're in India, it's okay. No, because everybody's going to be affected. Everyone is being affected like this. So human beings are not alone responsible for it, you see. So the human being is nothing but another form of consciousness. It is consciousness that's doing all this thing, playing as humanity. It's not humanity playing as consciousness. So ultimately, consciousness is responsible for it. And it goes through waves of great highs and great lows. So some changes are going to come. Some changes will come. And it's hard to say when, how. It's going on. And even now it's going on, you see, like this. What we hope is that through this change, there are going to be many human beings whose consciousness will change, who will have to go deeper and discover a new way of life, a new way to think and to be. It is part of the human dream and story to expect huge change that the human being can make by will, but they don't change by will. Sometimes we change from calamity and from crisis and from pain. Sometimes this is what brings change and growth, you see. All that we can do is to keep on inviting the human consciousness to turn this way, because it's turned that way. Everything is going out. It wants objects. It wants to do this. Everything of reality is on this side of the eyes. Nobody looks this way. It's like this way is nothing. Like this way is nothing. In a way, it's true. It's nothing. On this side, everything. So for a while, the journey and the attraction for the human consciousness is to go out. And real spiritual discovery is going in. The chance is for us to raise the level of our consciousness. It seems that the consciousness plays like this. But I don't want to create any kind of romantic ideas about it. Don't wait for 2012 or 2014 to change. Your change is now. You have to awaken now. Our real nature is not to start on the earth and finish on the earth. Something begins on the earth and finishes on the earth, but it's not what I am. We are just tourists here, just passing through. It's a phase that we as spirit must taste. This part belongs to us, to taste this human story and to not forget ourselves. This is the great challenge, to taste all this diversity and to awaken to it, seeing it as a dream. But you have to experience that, not believe it. You have to come to know it for real. And then you can begin to experience and to enjoy this world with the eyes of God. I want to introduce a way, a simple way, that every human being can again begin to feel their true being. And this is possible. I am here also to invite people into this living discovery so that they can experience what they've learned about, that they can experience it directly inside their own self. The human being can begin by finding that simple sense of existence, the feeling I or I am, is a great beginning. Just feel that natural sense of existence inside ourselves and stay only with that natural sense of being, that thing inside you which is not making an effort. Just I am, just you are. Stay with this sensation and don't connect up with any other thought. any memory, any belief, any intention, any desire. They will come, but you'll be aware of them. Don't go and play with them. Don't do anything. Don't think, oh yes, what should I be saying a mantra? Should I be praying? No, don't pray. Don't make any mantra. Don't try to do or to get anywhere. Maybe in the beginning you may feel a lot of thoughts, a lot of noise in the mind. It's okay. It doesn't mean anything is wrong. Let the noise be there. But you stay only in the presence. Stay only with your presence. In a short while, that sense of presence will become more strong. And your thoughts and questions, all of these things will move further away from you. And you'll feel the sense of just presence. You won't be able to describe it, but it will feel like peace and a natural feeling of all-rightness, maybe joy even. There'll be space inside you. Stay with it. And after 7-10 minutes, you may open your eyes, take a nice breath, and go about your life. Do this. In the evening, if you can do the same thing again. 7 or 10 minutes you can do. Make a little habit of it. It's not a new religion. It's not a new belief. It's a simple meditation. If everyone in the world, I'm not expecting, I'm not even hoping, but if all the people, or half the people, or a quarter of the people, or even 100th of the people in the world did this, already great beauty will come in this world.